it is Recon, and welcome back to another episode where we are currently walking through the area which we made last episode. All the interiors are still empty because I have been busy with an exam for my education as an engineer. But as we go up and head east, we will see our new area for our new project in the city of Vapour-Crest, a steampunk themed area where, hold on one second, there it is. Alright, let's get on with the video, that way. Back for a second from the entire town. What I want to do today is possibly work on the entrance, as the only thing we get to see is the back of this building here, which is very chaotic for a reason. And my second goal for this episode is maybe making a bank-like building right here. It's going to be one of the second biggest buildings right behind the train station, which I will show you shortly. Anyway, let's get on with the video, shall we? Oh yeah, I built a rock in the video to get sidetracked, but look at this cool rock I built. I mean, it took me on and off 2 days because I spent an hour at a time as I was stressing about exams and whatnot. But honestly, I think it's pretty cool. It's themed after B-Dub's rock in Hermitcraft Season 10. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool rock. And also, I've added this little area right here where these tall grass areas similar to the Great Plains back in Western America in the Wild West. I've made this little shortcut path which was trying to be prevented by the government who's running the place as they built these little fences across the place, but they just didn't decide to build one here where they cut through to get to this building right here. So ultimately I'm pretty happy with it. It needs a lot of terraining still because it's still just a big grass blob. And yeah, anyway, time to go back to your scheduled production. Whoops. Back with a very small amount of terraforming. I know it's not that ideal, but I feel like I want to maybe put all the trees in because I'm planning for a big forest to go here before, placing in all the land because then it'll look weird, might distract too much from the trees, and then trees are going to have to be too exaggerated. But anyway, moving on, I'm planning on making a little signpost right here to introduce Vapour-Crest as if we go all the way over here. And might as well, while we're traveling, I'm going to explain my idea for Vapour-Crest. Is it's going to be this Victorian era steampunk type town where all the buildings are similar to, like Amsterdam and New York, where they have those really thin but tall buildings. I think that would be good, and what I want to do is ideally make a more extravagant version of this, as it is an entrance to the fishing town called St. Mount, where it sort of embodies what the town is. It's very structural. I tried to make some sort of boat-like arch on the top of it, as it is made for to be built around this massive river. But anyway, we're gonna pop back over to Vapour-Crest and we're gonna do a quick mock-up. building. And don't be mad because this might be a little cursed. I did the Vapour-Crest sign. It's a little wonky some words, like the P is a bit suggestive and the O is just a full dot. Honestly, I kind of like it. It's a bit weird, obviously, but it adds a bit of character because I believe, due to obviously, in my idea about this town is the mainly capitalist central. Like, I'm picturing like markets spread across the roads and like market stalls because obviously over there, the molten cliffs, I like to call it, is the educational, like, university area. It has a capitalist area, but with steps where I made a bunch of shops. But that's like that's the only shopping area. Well, this is going to be like entirely shopping. Like the bank is going to be here. There's probably going to be a restaurant right here on the other side of the Vapour-Crest sign, and this is going to spew all across, like all different markets, every nook and cranny. And it's due to all the tall buildings like this building right here. This building's quite tall. The idea is that the bottom floor is obviously a shop, while the top floors is going to be where like someone's living. I'm gonna just replicate that to the extreme across all the rest. So yeah, is the sign good and have I finished the back? Both debatable. Well, except one of them. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the sign. Obviously needs some refining, but I'll show you that in a second. I keep pressing the wrong button. I am back from my little side quest where we have made a somewhat small retaining wall slash cliff for the to separate one. This is all going to be farmland, and two, the buildings. Like this is going to be a big chunk of buildings. Or I'm thinking maybe this is a small market. Over here is definitely be a few buildings, and right here I have a plan for building similar to my new pop building in something ship. But anyway, now we are going to be working on the bank. I'm going to get a small, like, skeletal structure up and going before I show you my plans for build. I'm back, and you're probably going to ask it, Recon, why aren't you over there? Well, I did a little side quest where I'm making this massive water trough thing for the new solar area because obviously we have Vapour-Crest right here. There's going to be a steam cyberpunk area over here. I don't know the name of it. And over here will be the solar punk area, which I'm going to call Solar Point because cool name I guess. So overall, we haven't done much work on the actual project today, but I'm going to possibly build more. I'm just going to build more infrastructure. It's easy, turn brain off a bit, watch from YouTube, and ultimately just needs to build up a nice cliff edge for the new area. And oh yeah, I realised I accidentally used regular copper trapdoors for all the little areas. So I have to go over that again. Anyway, it's in the next segment. And we are back with the, let's say, the skeletal structure of the bank. I know it isn't finished, but just to get this video out, I decided to take a break. And I mean, we've done a lot of stuff today. We've done this area right here, the nice cliff edge, and preparing for large farmland for the solar punk massive farm area. We've over here, we've done the water trough as well for future projects. That's a pretty large area we've done. We've edited the front. We've planned it out more, got some more like solid foundations, and finally we've made this absolutely wonderful sun and started with Terraform. So yeah, this is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.